It's Sunday the 14th September. Very rarely I do this. I'm leaving Luna in the car. I've only arrived here in Bishop Street's car park. Today is European Heritage Day. I'm going to visit that building there later on in front. That was the Bishop's Palace. This would have been the garden of the Bishop's Palace. That's your one Alexander. There was a green hill far away. All the hymn writer and all. Would have stayed time in there. So, thought the car park was pretty empty. All the ones going to church coming in here. Saint Columba's Cathedral in front, chiming the bells. And a lot of stuff is usually between 10 o'clock in the morning and there's an entrance here, between 10 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But Sunday a lot of stuff's from 1 o'clock to 4. You can't do everything in one go. Printers boys parade yesterday, so we're going to go to Saint Columba Heritage Centre. It's open at 11. And I've gone by this here. I think it must be open all the time. What's I say? Must be doing filming here, boys. Filming. Derry girls is coming back at it. Road's closed here, but I have to go this way. Usually film companies can't hold back pedestrians. But I don't know, going by that black, maybe there's a concert on. Don't know, we'll find out. There's nothing. I dare City Council's wee tents there. Must be an event being held on later on. Didn't see that there on the Police Commission website. But well, they're setting up for something here. They've got fun rides and everything. So where do we go now here now? Google Maps going to show me here. This starts 4 minutes to go here, boys. Start.
Turn right onto Orchard Row.
Orchard
The
Road.
Saint Columba Heritage Centre may be closed today.
I know, it's open for Orchard Row. That's Naylor's Row there. Hold on. Stable and I don't know. I think it's down that way, but we'll go this way anyway. It'll redirect me. It's down that way. Hi then. I watched the boy yesterday in Google Maps.
Turn left onto Orchard Row.
So it presumes I'm already on this road. You see, it's telling me to turn left. Didn't mention Naylor's Row. Last time I was here, we were trucking bottles through the way. One's camping over there in that corner. Big box-day bonfire. So I'm not taping no more of this here now. We'll be there in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 4 minutes before 11 o'clock. I imagine they're just opening the doors when I arrive. That's the bog side in front. One day before the British came, it was just a wee island, and there would have been water down there, and that's why it's the bog side. Must have been boggy ground at one time. Now, whenever time they built the railway, that stopped the water going that direction. The Catholic Cathedral, they must have been alive on Sundays. They're not ringing their bells. I don't know what distance happened. I came down here, Bogside Bonfire, wee light procession along with Luna, and I wanted to go to this place, but the gate was closed. The gate there showed me there now was closed that day, so we'll see if it's open today. And I had to go a long way there. Chapel and school all over there. There used to be a windmill here. Whenever the walls during the siege, they had a fight at a windmill. And it's a ruin, and I'm thinking maybe this might be what we're going to see today. It's one of the oldest bits in the city, so it was here before they actually built the city. So we'll find out when we get there. I'm hoping it's the wee one. I know the windmill's there somewhere. I've never seen it.
Turns slightly right and becomes Lecky Road, B507.
So that's where the Bogside Bonfire was there. See over there, a place called Dove House. I'll point that out. You know why I point? That's part of the city. But over there's Dove House. See if you want DLA, them boys will get it to you. See if you got an ingrown toenail and you don't want to do no work, go over there, them boys will fill the forms out for you and they'll get you DLA. Unbelievable. Everybody goes there. Loris and all sneak over there, so they do. No, they don't tell you. They sneak over, so they do. When it comes to money, there's no loyalty. If them boys can fill a form in and get you a DLA, they'll go over. Never been there myself, but I don't know, maybe in a few years' time I might be in there. I've got earwax in my ear today. I had a bath last night, freezing cold yesterday. I thought I'll have a wee bath. And I stuck my head under the water and all to relax and all the rest. Oh, I've gone deaf now in my right ear. Bathing can be dangerous. They don't warn you about that. They always warn you about drowning. They never warn you about waxing your ear when you're going deaf. So, we're almost there now. It's not up there, boy. This is us here now. This gate was closed the last time. So I'm going to stop this now. You've done a good job, Google. And we're here at 1 minute past 11. I'm sure they haven't started without us. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to tape none of this. But I hope I tape the actual ruin itself. You go to these things, you don't know what to expect. So it is a wee heritage centre. It must be a wee museum open all the time. It says normally open Mondays, so you must be able to come here and pay. I'm going to find out. This is interesting here. So there's Derry's a wee island. The first church was called, I can't pronounce it, but the first church was built there. So that's a wee Church of Ireland today. That's the one that Columb built. I was going to see this round tower, but that belonged to a bigger church that was finished in 1163. But when the English came in 1566, they stored gunpowder and stuff in it. And there was an explosion and it destroyed it. Can't get to the tower today. That's what I want to see, the tower. Can't get there because the tour was yesterday. This building that's here today, the Long Tower Church, was built in 1784. Both Catholics and Protestants helped pay for it. It was built during the time of the penal law, so by right they wanted to have Catholic churches, but the Protestants helped them to build this church. Still stand today. That's how Derry started off as an island. You see the water going right round it, but imagine boats were kept to the deep forest side, and then there's people on it there. That might be where the Tower Museum is now. There was originally a castle there, and then they put the Tower Museum roughly where the castle used to be at one time. That's the round tower I want to see today. There it was with the church beside it. Church long gone. I wonder were they fighting with each other back in them days? Probably were, you know. Oh, you stole my cabbage. Them two, there's Ryan. Always Ryan in the study here, I tell you. When Columba arrived in Derry to build his monastery, he lit a fire to clear the land. See, the farmers are still doing that today. And there was only and all that. But the fire threatened to burn down the wood of oak trees. So basically saying now we don't get struck with lightning here because of that. There's no oak trees. Not an oak left. It's just after 12 o'clock now. Quite interesting, you know. That is interesting. Columb and Saint Columba, it's the same man. See, I've learned something new. You think I go to these things just and waste my time? A lot of stuff, a lot of electronic stuff's not working. Tablets and screens like that's not working. A lot of lights not turned on. But it is a Sunday, it's free. So if you were there a couple of years ago, it would have been spectacular. But it tells you a story of Saint Columba himself. I'd rather have Saint Columba as the other name. But they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. They have a big screen. It wasn't turned on, they got it go for me then. And it had videos. The thing, I read most of the stuff. I'm not one for reading, like, but I did read most of the stuff because I'm interested. It came to the wee videos. You could just go to the video first to save you a lot of reading, you know. But the thing is, when you play the wee videos then, you know, you understand everything better. So basically what happened, he comes set up a monastery here. They argue that the monastery is where they are. They say their chapels are the monasteries, the Church of Ireland over there claiming it. So I would say the fact that they've got the museum on it means they're claiming it. So we might have fighting over it, like, either way they're not far apart. they showed a big ring fort and all, and one of the illustrations there would have been a ring fort here, so you're going way back to prehistoric times, like. And but I asked him about it, he knew nothing about it. What was it? Interesting things. So he built his monastery here, but he went and he copied a book. Now we're not chatting about photocopies here. He got his quill pen out. He got a book of what his teacher had, and he copied it. It led to a war. It led to a war. People died. Attrition. I'll tell you, people are always fighting in them days, fighting over copyright. I bother all the time on YouTube about copyright. Every time I'm putting them claiming against claims. One's claiming I'm copied and I'm not. I have to appeal all these claims. I must have done over about 40 so far. And so I'm not fighting nobody over it. I just fill out an email and send it off. But back then, that led to, they accused me of copying. I didn't do it, and then before you know it, two clans are fighting each other and people are dying. So he felt embarrassed about all that there. He says, it's all my fault there, boys. Bear in mind, this man's a Christian, like. Suppose you could say some Christian today are still causing trouble. Peter didn't always wife would cause him trouble. And so he goes after the owner. He didn't go after the owner. Initially set up a monastery. He felt guilty living in Ireland after all the trouble he caused, and that's why he went to the owner. He went out to be by himself, like. But then he sets up his monastery, and all the monks then go off all over Europe and all over England and all, spread Christianity. And but he had to come back here to do something. Can't mind what it was. I can't mind everything. You're going to have to go to that place yourself. And he says he would never set foot in Irish soil, and he'd never set sight in Ireland. So he put a blindfold around his eyes, and he put on a couple of saws from the owner when he stood here, looking for loopholes. See, you're chatting about a boy who thinks nothing about copywriting, so he even breaks his own promise, you see. But technically speaking, he says he's not breaking his promise because he's not standing on Irish soil. I suppose you could say if you're wearing sandals, you're not touching Irish soil, but he put clods of clay under his feet. Always people looking for loopholes, I'll tell you. So I'll head back to Luna now, where we walk around the walls, and don't know what's happening up there. They haven't started yet, this big concert. But it is worth a wee visit, if you're interested in. But if everything had been working, it'd be even better. There's a wee cafe there as well. So if you're touring the city anyway, I don't know what they would normally charge, but it's free today. But if you've a wee bit of time to spare, if you're coming in from America somewhere, you mightn't be interested. After paying your flight and all that, you wouldn't have enough of time. But any of the locals here, get your ass over. No propaganda, nothing on it, just history. I like history. Festival's on here, starts at 1 o'clock, whatever one word. There's going to be music on the stage, there's going to be traders here, there's going to be people spending money. Starts at 1 o'clock. Got wee Luna out now. I'm not going to have time to eat today, so I brought some crisps and stuff. I brought this extra meal, I'm not going to have time to cook them. I'll take a little around the walls now, and I've got crisps, Snicker bars and stuff, and a wee bottle of juice. And then as soon as I bring her back, we'll get her fed, and I'll go into that hall there. We'll take a wee look what's happening over here with the music. We've got a wee church to visit. Wee church is over there, so it's all pretty close. Won't take long to do the church. Depends if they're doing wee tours or not. And I want to go to Martello Tower. It'll probably take me 45 minutes to drive down there, so I mightn't have time to do that. I done it last year. Made a wee video on it, and the GoPro corrupted. That doesn't happen. This camera, there's Osmo. What's happening here? Derry Baptist Fellowship. Are they in there? That must be in that button further out. I don't know. Tourists are on the way. So I'll take a little wee walk right here. Do you want to go clockwise, anti-clockwise now? We'll go clockwise, and then well, by that time then we might see what's happening over where this festival thing is taking place. Cars parked, they'll say that gate there. That's the gate the army would have used during the Troubles. This was all closed off here to the public, and the army were based in that car park. And it used to be open. That is the exit gate, the soldiers down and out, and say it's probably not the health and safety of the steps, but they don't seem to open it no more. And that'll be dead handy for me getting around the place. So here's the wee Church of Ireland church that we're claiming that this was where Saint Columba had his monastery. But oh no, Long Tower Church is claiming that now. So we'll see what they have to say for themselves when they go on later. But both of them claiming that he came from the monastery. The chapel up there, they've got a stone. They claim the stone. But we'll find out. Is that open already, is it? Don't think they opened it later.